Hello, hello. What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Hey. How's it going?
Pretty good.
How was your week?
Good.
Good?
Been there.
Did you go through it?
Yeah. Still.
Right.
No.
Still going through
What day
it?
of the week is it?
It was Wednesday. We're recording.
Okay.
But yeah, hello,
everyone.
everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Punch It Chewie podcast. Well, I don't think we have any announcements for anything coming up. We're not really doing any shows. But the only thing just to be on the lookout for is we're going to be starting our weekly releases for our pins starting on May 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, starting on May 4th. We will be releasing, we're going to be starting our original trilogy collection. So I'm very excited for that.
It's been a long time coming.
A long time coming. I'm super excited for that. And we're going to be kicking that collection off with Luke.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't designed the OT characters in a while.
I think 2019 was the last collection we did
with
for OT.
Yeah, I think it was.
It's been a minute.
It's been quite a while.
4 years.
And that's like my favorite.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite characters. Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like it was a little bit daunting to do them again.
Yeah.
Because last time I did them, like my art was still like
I wasn't super confident.
I wasn't super confident with it, and then it was a leap. Right, it was like a risk for me, not a risk, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, out of your comfort zone.
Out of my comfort zone, and they came out all right. But now looking back at them, I'm like, oh Jesus. But
I think they're still beautiful.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
it.
Thank you. I appreciate it, but you don't have to lie. And shut up.
The new ones, yikes.
Yeah, No, I'm really excited about the new ones.
They came out really cool.
Thank you. No, I'm super happy with how they're at least the designs. We haven't, like, the pins are not done yet. They're currently in production.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm super excited for them. We're going to be doing Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, and Lando.
The OGs.
So the OGs. And I thought it'd be fun because, you know, May is Star Wars month.
Yeah.
And, you know, what better thing to celebrate with than the OGs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So super excited for that. So keep an eye out for those starting on May 4th. And then every week after that, there will be, you know, one pin a week.
But they'll be on Saturday. So May the 4th release is going to be on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Because May the 4th falls on a Thursday.
There we go.
But from there on, it'll be every Saturday at noon p.m., like PST.
Yes. So 12 p.m. PST on May 4th for Luke. And then not that Saturday, but the following Saturdays will be every Saturday, a new pin drop.
Yeah.
So,
I'm excited.
Yes, me too. I'm super excited. We've got a lot coming after that as well. So we'll definitely keep you guys updated.
Yes.
But anyway, let's jump into the episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
May the force be with you.
That was human.
We're fine. We're all fine here now.
That's my new favorite.
How are you?
Oh my god.
You have to add the scream to our intro song. Like, please. That's literally my favorite thing that happened at Celebration. I'm not even joking. Like, when I saw Star Wars post that, and usually that'll be something that, like, the TikTokers will post, right?
Yeah.
Like, something that unhinged. No, this is literally the Star Wars account.
Can we put it back on the screen?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is the best shit ever. So.
May the force be with you.
Oh my god.
You can hear his
Every time it gets funnier.
You can hear his like giggle at the end. Like he's like, "What the fuck did I just do?" Like there was so much energy and like
Yeah.
It was
excitement.
supposed to sound
Yeah.
way cooler.
He
than
was
this.
like,
Yeah.
"I just need to get it out," and that's what came out.
His war cry.
Yeah, his word, and then
For the Republic.
Kenobi getting dragged through the fire.
stop it, stop it.
Blasphemy.
Oh
So we
my
should
god.
edit the audio
No.
of that
Oh
scene.
my god, they're
Getting
I
dragged. Yeah.
am what you made me.
Oh my god.
It's perfect.
Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, Star Wars Celebration was this past week. We got so many news.
Yeah.
We got a couple new trailers. Well, we got quite a few, but only 2 of them were released officially
Yeah.
on the Star Wars YouTube and like, for social media purposes. The other ones like the Acolyte trailer and Andor Season 2, I believe.
I think.
And Bad Batch Season 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure there's one more. I think there may have been a Skeleton Crew trailer as
I
well.
think so.
So all of those were shown at Celebration, but we only got the Ahsoka trailer, which was awesome.
Yeah.
But I saw one. I saw the extended version that they showed at Celebration, where they reveal Thrawn like fully,
was
like what he
like-
looks like.
Oh, front face.
Almost twice as long.
It was
right?
almost twice as long
and like twice as cool.
oh my god! I don't know why they didn't just give us that one.
Yeah, if
because
you're
it was the
gonna
same
release a
trailer. They just cut stuff out of it.
as if we don't know Thrawn's in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
So that was really cool. But anyway, we got the Ahsoka trailer and we got the Visions trailer, which we did.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh my
did
God.
our reaction
excited
videos
for
for
that.
both of them. So those are on YouTube right now. So if you guys want to go check those out, they'll probably be linked at the end of the video. But yeah, so that was a lot of fun. We got a bunch of announcements. We'll go over that. So yeah, there's going to be a lot to talk about this
Yeah.
episode because, like I said, so many announcements, so many new exciting things coming to Star Wars,
Yeah.
to both on screen and the printed media projects and stuff like that. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. And we got a new episode of Mando today.
Yes.
So
Probably the best of the season. So.
definitely one of the best for sure.
Yeah.
Like amazing episode.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
good.
watched it, yeah. Good.
I feel bad spoiling it for him when he doesn't watch it.
I don't.
I know you don't care.
No.
So
So
yeah, it was an amazing episode.
it was
It was so good.
absolutely incredible. So let's what do you want to talk about first? Mando, and then we'll get into all the Star Wars Celebration goodness.
Yeah, let's do that.
It was fresh in our mind, so
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, so chapter 23
Yes.
of Mando. Absolutely amazing episode. The first part of the episode I think was my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
The opening with all of the Imperial warlords.
So cool.
Pretty much all of them except for Thrawn.
Yeah.
And pretty much we learned that he's in hiding.
Yeah.
Like the entire point of their plan, like their big, secret weapon is Thrawn.
Yeah.
And like they're like, we need to keep him
on the low.
on the low, even within our ranks.
Yeah.
Like we don't need people talking when
yeah.
when we don't want them to be. So that
That's
was
crazy.
incredible. That was really crazy to
I was
see.
pretty surprised because the vibe that it gave off when the whole scene. I would think that Vader would be a micromanaging type of person. In a way, a little bit. Why am I jumping?
A little bit.
A little bit. Well, it's part of the scene. That's the vibe it gave me.
Vader,
Think
Vader's
about
dead.
oh my
Because
god, why do you ruin everything?
I didn't even hear her. I was talking.
Oh, okay,
So-
well,
Because the way they were talking with each other, it's like no supervision. It's like, oh, we should do this. Almost like a coup. It looked like a coup.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
They're not planning. To
so
overthrow
you think
it.
Vader should have been there?
Not there specifically, but at least a comment saying, "Well, that's not what Vader approved" or some shit like that.
Okay.
Unless I missed.
Should Palpatine have been there? Do you think?
No. Okay. Well. Okay. No. I don't know. He only appears when someone fucks up. He's HR, okay? Palpatine's HR. He was only there when someone fucks up, or he's like plan B because I'm playing chess with myself. So it's like we're taking route B.
Totally.
You know, so it's either that or someone fucked up. That's when he only appears. Vader is just the muscle. It's like HR said, you didn't do shit. I'm over here. I'm gonna choke you a little bit. Do your job. You know. But the way they were like talking and vibing, it was like The Office. You know
The Office.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I need this
my
budget.
God.
Yeah,
Why do
like,
you need it now?
like Michael and for sure. Do you think we'll see Vader in the next episode?
Thrawn, but I think they're saving it for. Why are you laughing? Now I don't even know what the hell.
Because Vader's dead, you dumbass.
Oh really?
Yeah.
This is after
It's
episode,
after episode
6.
6.
Oh shit! And you still kept me rambling.
I
on.
tried
What do
to
you
tell
mean?
you, but Arakel wanted to let you go off.
No. I was trying to help him reach that conclusion.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
you weren't helping me. You were just
That's
letting me
totally
ramble
what
on.
you were doing.
Well, yeah, not after
Okay.
she interrupted and you kept going. So,
No, but you said go on. Okay, so
well, it's fun for me. So, what do you want?
Yeah, this is like
hence the culprit. Okay.
7
okay, that's
years
why.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
8 years after.
Let me just
Yeah.
take myself off the screen.
It's okay. The Star Wars timeline is extremely confusing.
Yeah, it's okay. That's why.
Because
No.
they were like too chill. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, Leon.
Oh my fucking
Oh
God.
my god.
But what were we talking about?
Just
The meeting with
and
all the
meeting.
warlords.
Yeah.
And Vader should have been there.
Yeah. So I definitely think Vader will show
The
up. in this
Force Ghost
episode.
should have been.
Still being an asshole from beyond.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna pee myself.
I still think the dynamic though when he was alive then. It was
Yeah,
it
no,
was
for
that.
sure. Well,
Palpatine only showed when there was like
yeah,
fuck up
Yeah,
or a plan
yeah,
B.
yeah.
everything you were saying was spot on. But
Yeah, it's just,
Just
they're
the timing
dead.
was
they're
off.
both they're both dead.
They're both dead. They're both gone. Well, Palpatine
Well,
never is really
Palpatine's
gone.
in an incubator or some shit.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, huevito.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Oh jeez,
Stop. Oh my god.
Yeah.
it's hot in here.
Reset.
Oh God.
Anywho, yeah, it was really cool seeing the warlords meet, and frickin' General Hux was there. I don't know if he's
His
a
dad,
general
his dad.
yet. Oh, that was his
That's
dad?
his dad. Yes, that was his dad. His daddy. His
I
pa.
did not realize. I thought that was him.
No, yeah, that's yeah, it was his dad.
Well, it's still cool.
No, it is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, his dad served for the Empire, and that's why he's prissy bitch and
Thinks he knows
yeah,
everything.
he's like,
Papa.
Papa, wait until my father hears about this.
Literally.
He
That
just
was
needs
that
the-
was Hux.
Same
he just
energy.
needs the cardigan and the khaki pants and shit.
Yeah.
My father will hear about this.
Yeah. Yeah, Hux is pretty much the Malfoy
Yeah.
of the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, he is. And then seeing Gideon like playing his games.
Bro, Gideon being like, look, Thrawn ain't shit,
yeah.
right?
Talk a
and,
big game.
and he's not even here.
But when you come around, you don't want to
wanna
post up.
Um,
That was literally what he said.
yeah.
I hate snowman.
Yeah. So no, I loved that scene.
Yeah.
I loved that scene because of the fact that they're like, they think we're a mess. They think we're fighting amongst each other. They think that we're fighting for who has the power. We know that Thrawn is in charge.
Yeah.
We're making it look like we're a mess and that we're in disarray and not unaligned.
Yeah.
But that's part of their plan.
Yeah.
Is to seem that way to
For them,
to
for the New
illusion-
Republic to underestimate them.
Exactly, it's the illusion of that they are not organized, but they're like
It was crazy what the one lady said was like, there are people loyal to the Empire on every
that was
planet
insane.
in the galaxy.
That was insane.
And she's right.
Because she's right. Yeah,
She's
is right.
absolutely right.
She is right. Yeah, it doesn't matter
That's
how
crazy.
crazy the Empire was. There were crazy enough people to support the Empire.
Yeah.
I mean,
the people that benefited from
literally. not just
the
that, but
systems
like
in
you know
place.
how many people enlisted, like all the stormtroopers are enlisted.
Yeah.
Those were people that believed in the Empire.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't just it wasn't clones without
A say.
a say.
Yeah.
So that we I guess forget that sometimes, like in the fandom, I would say, because it's like it's stormtroopers. You know, we don't see their faces. I think we've seen less of stormtroopers' faces than we have of like clones.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
Yeah.
like 100%.
Yeah.
Like we've never. When do we ever see a stormtrooper besides Finn? You know?
Do we even see
No,
them?
we
No,
don't-
like
not
in the
really, no.
OT.
No, I
In the
think the
movies.
only times we've ever seen that is in comics or in novels.
That's crazy. I've never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Or in like Battlefront 2 with with Inferno Squadron. But anytime we see their
Yeah.
faces is because they usually end up defecting,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Or they're not stormtroopers,
Yeah.
you know? They're just wearing
That's
stormtrooper armor
that
as
adds
this
such an
disguise.
interesting element to the Empire, because it really takes away the individuality and makes it like
Well, that's the
we are
point,
the
yeah.
Empire. You know, like you're not seeing their faces.
Yeah, I am
It's
Negan.
just like
It's a bit scarier because it keeps the mystery, right?
Oh, yeah. They're faceless.
more intimidating.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
exactly. No,
Scary.
it's
Scary.
it's crazy to think about, you know, especially, you know, diving into it in such a way that we are now with these live action shows. Because it's like shit, you know, when you're little or when you first watch Star Wars, like at least the original trilogy, it's simple. It's like the good guys and the bad guys.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the light and the dark.
Yeah.
But then we start diving into shit like in Andor or in these latest episodes of The Mandalorian. It's like, yo,
It's not black and white.
it's not black and white. It's people being lied to, people not caring that they're being lied to. It's like so many things in play.
Brainwashing, all that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. War crimes, fucking, you know.
Yeah.
And then the New Republic are supposed to be the good guys, and they are, but you know they're kind of shit at running the entire galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've really been loving diving into the way things work
Yeah.
in such a way.
Yeah.
You know,
Me too.
So I'm excited, and we were right. They're already introducing Thrawn in this season of Mando.
Of course.
Before Ahsoka. Another high five. We haven't seen him yet in the show, but I think he'll show up in
The finale.
In the finale.
Yeah.
I think it'll be exactly how you said, you know, a few episodes ago, where it's like
the first episode. First episode of
first time we
Mando,
talked
I
about it?
think.
Okay, so then, yeah.
I was saying, yeah.
like exactly how you said is where at the end of the season we're just gonna see his ship come out of hyperspace, and then it'll cut to inside of the bridge, and we're just gonna see the back of his head, just like in the trailer for Ahsoka.
Yeah.
And that's how it's gonna end. Or maybe he'll turn around and then boom, that's it.
Yeah.
Kind of like when we first see Thanos in the post-credits scene, where it's like, fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
You know, like that.
You're like, the big bad.
Exactly, and it's over, and then
Yeah.
we just gotta wait for fucking August.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's gonna be insane.
it's gonna be crazy. So definitely, I think the coolest intro to any of the episodes so far.
Yeah.
And then also seeing those troopers, I don't know what those are. I'm sure they're new.
Someone was saying they like posted a picture and it makes sense. It looks like the Ralph McQuarrie Boba Fett, like the very first version of Boba
Shit,
Fett.
that's why it
because
looked
he was a
familiar.
stormtrooper.
That's right.
Originally,
He was supposed to be like an elite stormtrooper.
Yeah. and then they made
turned
him
into
look
the
like his own
bounty hunter,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he was white first.
Yeah.
The prototype.
So
Boba.
that's actually really cool.
It is cool.
That they've brought in a new. Are they? I was just confused. Is Moff's outfit Dark Trooper or
Yes,
the
so-
white ones?
No.
Okay.
His armor is the next phase of Dark Trooper.
And Dark Troopers are. There's people inside.
Okay, so I don't know how it is exactly in canon, because we've only seen the phase 3 and then I guess now phase 4.
Yeah.
But I think the very first version of Dark Troopers was a suit,
Okay.
and if I remember correctly, they were clones that ended like they were clones that survived the Clone Wars, and this is from Legends, right?
Okay.
They were clones that survived the Clone Wars that they ended up experimenting on and like doing crazy shit, and they put them in these like like they were mostly cybernetics.
Okay, so wait.
Yes.
That could happen in Bad Batch.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's kind of, I think that was a big theory.
Shit.
That those might be the Phase 1 Dark Troopers that we see, the sniper that we see in
So that's
Bad Batch.
what Hemlock?
probably-
What's his name?
Hemlock, yeah.
That's probably what Hemlock is doing with all the
That's-
clones that are disappearing.
That could be what he's doing. For sure.
Yo, that's a really cool connection if that
That's
if
cool.
that happened.
Yeah, because the honestly,
Oh,
the Dark
that's so cool.
Troopers are like, they're one of those top secret, like high profile projects that the
Yeah,
Empire has.
like secret
It's
weapon.
like Dark Trooper, TIE Defender, Death Star, fucking Emperor's cloning shit, right? It's like one of those.
Damn, they were
Right.
busy.
Yeah,
They were busy.
they had an entire galaxy's worth of budget.
Imagine being the
Behind
accountant
them.
for that.
Fuck
Oh,
that.
God.
Fuck that.
Like, we need another 30 trillion for the Death Star's shell.
Oh, yeah, let me just siphon this off from the Geonosians.
Oh, it's a tax write-off.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, look at that!
That's for work.
Or like that scene in South Park, we have 3 million, 3 trillion, and it's gone. What do you mean? I'm a politician. I need my say. It's gone. Thank you for your contribution.
Yeah, exactly.
They're selling candy grams.
Yeah.
Those little cookies from the oh my god.
Oh, that Pershing wanted?
Yes.
The little,
Yeah, they're selling those to build a Death Star.
outside of Walmart.
You
All
want
right.
some Thin Mints?
You got Momoas?
Yeah.
Or Samoas?
Momoas. Oops.
Oh my god. All right. So, yeah. Anyway, first versions of the Dark Troopers wore suits. And
Okay.
then, if I remember, that was like the Phase 0
Okay.
Dark Trooper. That was like the very first time they started experimenting. And I think from there, it went, they started making them droids. So then there was the Phase 1, Phase 2,
Okay.
and then the Phase 3
So
was the big
they eliminated the
motherfuckers.
biggest issue, which was
Yeah.
humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So
So we're just going back to square one with battle droids.
yeah, pretty much. So the reason that they started doing droids was because it was so taxing on the individual. It was so taxing on the individual wearing the suit, for
Like Gundam, kind of?
like Iron-Blooded Orphans,
Okay.
kind of. So then this is the Phase 1, Phase 2, and this is the Phase 3.
You're saying Phase 1 had a person in it?
No, these were Phase 1, 2, and 3 were droids.
Oh, okay.
So now we're past Phase 3. Phase 3 are the ones we see in Season 2 of Mando, the finale.
Oh, yeah, with Luke
Yeah.
eating
Okay.
the hell out of
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those are the Phase 3s are the ones that Luke fucks up.
Yes. Yes.
And the ones that completely destroy Din with just one of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now Phase 4, I'm assuming, is what we're going to call it, unless there's another name for it, is so I'm guessing Gideon creates this suit made out of Beskar. So it is the Phase 4 Beskar Dark Trooper suit that he fits into, and I'm guessing there's only one suit, because in the original story of the Dark Trooper, the guy that pretty much is the equivalent to Gideon from the EU, the Phase 3 suit was a suit, I believe.
Okay.
I may be butchering this,
I mean,
but
things change as it comes from Legends into canon. So there's probably some things.
yeah. So, but
But
pretty
it-
much
it doesn't
he makes,
matter.
He makes one suit, and I'm pretty sure it's in the game or in the comics, where he gets killed and then that's it. They're done
Question: the helmet had like horns, kind of like the
with it. Kind of like the Maul,
yeah,
like the Darth Maul,
Mm-hmm.
Mandos.
yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. That is very interesting.
It's a really cool suit. Like, fuck him for doing that, but like, it's a really cool suit.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, I guess this isn't the full article, but I guess we don't need to read all this stuff. But yeah, just take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. Look it up. It's all on Wikipedia. Yeah. I'm literally just reciting.
Going off of memory.
Yeah, going off of memory. But there's a lot of similarities with the EU explanation and like the lore aspect of the Dark Trooper suits, just like with minor differences, right? This is a completely new suit instead of the Phase 3, and in the EU it ends with Phase 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what Gideon did to the Mandalorians, because that had been like a super big question. Like, how did he get the Darksaber? Yeah. How did he destroy Mandalore? yeah, and it was finally revealed.
Yeah.
In this episode.
So yeah, super messed up. I didn't expect that.
Me neither.
I thought that he like just took it
by force,
not by force, but like bamboozled her, you know, like she dropped it or something.
Did.
No, well, he did, but like I don't know, I guess I kind of expected the same thing, just different.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that she actually, you know, agreed to their terms and was like, no,
she surrendered.
I'll surrender, but spare my people. And they were like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know?
And then, so on top of that, all of the people on Mandalore, or I guess not even just on Mandalore, the Mandalorians thought that Bo like betrayed them.
Yeah.
They thought that she didn't surrender. And that's why they bombed the planet.
Well, no. I don't think they thought that she betrayed them, because remember, they welcome her like, oh, you're back. We knew that you wouldn't like
cut a deal or whatever.
You know, leave us, or like that you wouldn't forget about us.
But Din was saying that he's like, we were told that you. Or no, didn't they say that like when they were on that like Mad Max like ship thing and they were all having dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he say like, we were told that you didn't surrender and that's why they like bombarded the planet?
Yeah, well, I guess they thought that she didn't surrender, but they didn't take it as that she betrayed us.
Oh, okay.
No, it's like
they just thought she didn't surrender.
They, you know, Mandalorians don't surrender.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, well, she didn't surrender, so the Empire bombarded us.
Yeah.
So we're just going to try and survive until she can come back.
Okay.
But she came back, and then she's like, no, I did surrender.
And they bombed it anyway.
They didn't care. So,
fuck.
So it was both. It was a double blow for them, because they're like, well, our leaders surrendered, and we still got shit on.
Yeah.
So like,
so
what was the point?
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't have surrendered.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because she is just now getting the Darksaber back after however many years
it's been a long time. Yeah.
You know, since she gave it up.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like, it was crazy, like to hear what happened and
it was so cool though to see like a post-apocalyptic Mandalore.
Oh yeah,
and
I love that.
Like the survivors that are living on the planet, and like how they had like that Mad Max like ship and like
because it is post-apocalyptic you know, setting just on Mandalore in Star Wars. We've seen post-apocalyptic stories on Earth, but never like in Star Wars. I mean, I'm sure we have in Star Wars, but never like that. You know? So it makes sense that they have like these ratchety like
wind powered ships.
Exactly.
Like,
sails.
Yeah. So that was cool, and seeing their armor was really cool. Like, they still have like their you know, their armor, their jetpacks, but they're like just wrapping themselves with whatever they can find.
I love the aesthetic of everything. Like the cosplayers are just gonna have a field day with this episode. Like,
and can I just say how cool it was when like the fleet? We haven't even talked about the Mandalorian fleet.
Oh yeah,
my God, the ship
with the mudhorn thing at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like, we took it, bitch.
Yeah.
It's ours now. I am the captain now.
Yeah, no, that was super cool. Awesome. Like, they look like a legit fleet.
Yeah.
Like, they have a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
damn.
And
like,
ships too. It's not
ships,
like
yeah,
they
it's-
have a bunch of people
and
but
fighters,
one ship.
like starfighters.
Yeah.
That they could launch an entire fucking like invasion
Yeah.
with that shit. So
And that's why Gideon's kind of shitting his pants.
yeah,
True.
well, of course.
Yeah.
Well, that's why the council of those warlords are like, okay, yeah, we all need to go and address this.
Yeah.
Which,
This is everyone's problem, not just mine.
yes, because, and now with that decision, now imagine that entire meeting was about them keeping a low profile, right?
Yeah.
So how low profile is it to gather your fucking forces
Yeah.
and take them all to one system to
Yeah.
fight the remaining Mandalorians?
I feel like because of that decision, they're going to force Thrawn out of hiding early
Yeah.
and he's going to be fucking pissed.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Gathering all here together,
Like,
where the
They
New
could take us
Republic
all
can just
out.
show up,
yeah.
and now they know
And
where
the New
you all are."
Republic's already involved.
Exactly, and Din Djarin has direct contact with the New Republic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I
It's
I
going to
think,
be
yeah,
an issue.
It's gonna be an issue. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, Thrawn is not gonna be happy about that.
No.
I think you're right. I think that's exactly what's gonna like bring him out of like, hey, the fuck,
Surprise, motherfucker.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Go to your room.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what's up?
Also, I love the deepened dynamic of Grogu's way of communicating now.
Oh my
that IG
god.
unit?
Yes.
I loved it
IG-12.
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 That's
Yeah.
right.
That was
right.
ridiculous. Like at first I was like, no way, no way, no way, no way. And then I was like, fuck yeah. Like
Yeah.
Grogu
Yeah.
has his own. Oh sorry.
So
It's like, I
yeah,
can't hear
like
myself anymore.
the whole yes, no.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he was getting sassy.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
he wanted food and his dad was like, no. And then he's like, "Meh," and he like like holding it out of reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that Grogu was like, well, my dad gets all this super cool armor. Like, why don't I get any? You know,
Exactly.
all I have is this chest plate that doesn't do anything.
And
Yeah.
Chino.
Yeah. No. He literally got his own like Gundam.
Yeah, I love
Like
it.
I'm
Okay, what if they slowly replace parts with Beskar?
that'd be crazy.
Like a Beskar
That'd be
mech?
crazy. It'd be crazy, but also remember he's gonna outgrow this.
True.
You know, not. It's gonna
Barely.
take some time.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's tiny.
Yeah.
Yoda was bigger.
yeah.
Like he's gonna get relatively big,
Yeah.
even for his.
Yeah.
You know, he's tiny right now, but he's gonna outgrow. But I mean, they could.
For now.
This could last him 25 years. Who
Yeah,
knows?
yeah. I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved
it was hilarious. And can I just say, I thought it was hilarious that Din was like, he's not old enough to operate heavy machinery. Like,
Yeah.
like it's heavy machinery for Grogu.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking a crane.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, what if it falls on him? Like, what are we gonna do?
Well, he's in it. What do you mean?
No, if he like gets out and then it tips over and just like, bam.
Yeah.
True.
No, it's so funny.
God, there was so much in this episode. I'm like trying to remember everything that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, the fleet was awesome. IG-12. I got a design a pin of that
Yes,
for sure.
please.
That's gonna. It was him just pressing the.
Oh,
no.
I know what else I want to talk about. When Bo's on the ship and she's kind of like having a moment of like existential crisis, like I have the Darksaber, I'm supposed to lead all these people, but like everyone's like infighting and I don't know if I can do it. And Din like talks to her and he's like, honestly, like I know that the Darksaber is really important to you and your people, but my people, like it
We
means
don't give a
nothing.
fuck.
Like
Yeah.
no offense, but like it doesn't mean anything to us.
Yeah.
We're not following you because you hold a lightsaber.
Yeah. No.
We're following you because you're honorable.
Yeah, you've proven.
You've
to us
proven
that-
yourself. You're a good leader.
Oh.
Like you have, like you have the power.
Yeah.
Like we believe in you pretty much.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a really cool moment, not just between them, but like for her.
Yeah.
Like it was very
She
reassuring.
she needed.
Because before it was like she kind of only had the power because she had the saber.
She also has
You know what I
never
mean?
been around people that would say that to her.
Yeah.
You know, because everyone
Yeah.
she was around was like, well, you don't have the dark saber, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
You know, he's like, I don't care if you,
like,
you know?
yeah. You're the same person with or without it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I thought that was a nice,
Oh, when
nice
also
moment.
IG-12 or Grogu stop that fight.
Oh
Say it to
yeah.
her.
Oh, yeah.
They were
No.
like,
No.
no.
No. Yeah, that was that
And
was
then
nice.
was all for the violence. You taught him that? Like,
It's like,
oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
I'm gonna
teach-
give you
I didn't
props.
teach him that
I didn't
shit.
teach him that shit.
Yeah. I loved, like the daddy din moments. It was like
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
funny.
So I'm guessing that's the Jedi in him.
Yeah.
Like those.
Peacekeeper
Yeah.
should.
But he's
The
also
good
right.
traits of a
He's
Jedi,
also
yeah.
right because exactly what Bo-Katan said is, it has never been the Empire. Like the Empire is not the reason that the
Oh
Mandalorians
shit! Yeah.
are dispersed and divided throughout the galaxy. The Republic or the Jedi were never the reason that the Mandalorians lost, or the same reasons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was never other people. It's always been the
They're
Mandalorians
fighting against
themselves fighting amongst each other that has
Yeah.
kept them divided, and that is
Yeah.
the reason they always lose.
Yeah.
You know, because in all honesty, the Mandalorians should be the ones that rule the galaxy.
I mean, they have like what's it called from Wakanda?
My God, vibranium.
Vibranium.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like essentially, they
Yeah.
have vibranium.
Yeah.
They should be the most technologically advanced.
Oh yeah, yeah.
True.
They have the most valuable metal.
And not just
Like-
that, they are the most skilled in the art of warfare.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know, it's like they should, like during the Mandalorian Wars, they were taking over system by system without even a fucking breaking a sweat.
No, it was
The
it was
only
easy.
reason they lost was because Revan was such a fucking beast.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And the Jedi weren't even stepping in. Revan was the one that was like, fuck you. Like, you don't want to step in because of your
You get caught in the
ideals.
crossfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of your ideals, and you don't want to get caught in the crossfire, even though innocents are dying.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's literally the only reason they lost.
Yeah.
And obviously because Mandalore the Ultimate was, had a huge ego, and so did all of the other Mandalorians under him. But there was also a lot more that went into that conflict and whatever, but just narrowing it down. But yeah, they were this close to taking over the galaxy from the
Yeah.
Republic and the Jedi.
Yeah.
So, and that has been their history throughout the entire Star Wars timeline. So now seeing them coming together and realizing, hey, if we're going to make it,
Yeah.
we need to be one.
Like we have to.
Exactly,
It's,
they do.
It's not an option. It's either we join all of our forces, all of our resources,
Yeah.
all of our manpower, and fight to take back Mandalore,
or we remain, or nothing changes.
or nothing changes. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I thought it was crazy too when Din was like our people have been on the verge of extinction for thousands of years. This isn't anything new.
Yeah.
Which was like, whoa,
Yeah.
like it's not like this is the first war in which something like this has happened.
No,
like
yeah.
this has been going on forever. Like it's
Forever,
part of their culture at this point to be, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
No, it's definitely crazy to be diving this deep into the Mandalorians as a people, and then this point in the timeline.
Yeah.
And it makes me very excited for what we could see down the road, even during that era with this new Rey movie, where she's restarting the Jedi Order or whatever. That era is going to be very crazy for the galaxy at that point in
Yeah,
time.
it's not just about the Jedi anymore.
No. We're gonna see.
Yeah.
I hope I'm right. I hope we see
Yeah.
where Mandalore is at that point in time, because
I
they're
think so.
probably
They're gonna be big players on the field.
I hope so. I honestly at this point I think we kind of
Unless they all
on it.
die in the Mandalorian,
Yeah,
but
no.
I don't think so.
No, I think we touched on it the last episode, or maybe in one of the reaction videos we did.
Mm-hmm.
But we were talking about how fuck the New Republic at this point. Like, let's get a Mandalorian run government.
Yeah.
They run the galaxy, and they partnered with the Jedi the same way the Republic had the Jedi Council. The same exact thing, but instead of the Republic, it's whatever government the Mandalorians set up, right?
Yeah.
Or it could still be the Republic, but it's run by the fucking Mandalorians. I don't know. Like,
and the main point being, they have an army.
Yeah. A military.
They have a military
that can protect the systems that they are supposed to protect from external forces like the fucking First Order.
Yeah.
Or Imperial remnants while they're still around.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Want something done right, you gotta do it yourself.
You know how I feel with the New Republic?
Yeah.
No, yeah. Honestly, I think that'll be the most exciting part of that new timeline, but it's also just one movie, so I doubt we'll...
Yeah, it's like how much screen time can they really give to that? Yeah. But I think they'll be involved. I think for sure we'll see Grogu. I think
there's a big possibility for us seeing Grogu.
Yeah.
And it kind of introducing, yes, the New Jedi Order and, the galaxy at that point in time. And then, because it's just one movie, unless they decide to make two more and just make it a fucking fourth trilogy.
Oh my God.
Which I doubt. I think this is just going to be like an episode 10. That's it. It's 10 movies of the Skywalker saga. That's it. And then this episode 10 or the Rey movie, whatever we want to call it, I think is just going to introduce the New Jedi Order with Grogu in it. And then the next set of movies that happen in the timeline and then in the future could be, let's say 100 years down the timeline, where we see a New Jedi Order with Grogu as the Jedi Master.
That would be cool.
That was taught by Rey, who was taught by Luke, who was taught by Leia, and influenced by Ahsoka, and like the Jedi.
And technically Yoda.
And technically
when he
Yoda.
Was little.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that is something I would totally want to see.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
I feel like that would be a good way to conclude the Skywalker saga and set up this new era.
Yeah, a new era that is completely detached.
Yeah.
Completely separate.
Everyone else is dead.
Everyone else is dead.
But we don't have to see everyone die.
No, we don't.
It's just the natural part of life.
We never had to see it to begin with. We never saw it in the EU. Like in before 2012, the Legends timeline, the Star Wars timeline as we knew it, we never saw Luke Skywalker die.
Yeah.
The only thing we ever get close to that is when it's years down the timeline with Cade Skywalker during the Legacy era, and we see Luke as a Force ghost.
Yeah.
And therefore,
but you didn't see him die.
We don't see him die.
You don't know how he dies.
The only character we see die from the original cast, right, or the original heroes, is Chewbacca.
No.
Which is super, super fucking sad. Yeah. But even the way they did it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Because he dies saving Han's son. Saving his life.
I'm gonna cry just thinking about it.
And fucking it took a fucking meteor to kill the mighty Chewbacca.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even then, yes, it's heartbreaking and I hate it, but at least it was dignified and it was heroic and it was a beautiful way to go, but yeah, it wasn't until now that like the sequel trilogy that we see all these heroes die.
All of them actually,
yeah, except Chewie.
Talking about that,
well, Chewie got a fake death and then they brought him back.
Paz Vizsla.
Oh, rip. Speaking of fat rips, yeah.
Hey, a cool rip though.
A cool rip.
Me crying over Chewbacca.
Yeah. No, Paz was a fucking badass.
Yeah.
Let's just say
Paz is the past.
No.
Shut.
Past Vizsla.
Too soon.
Oh my God.
Yeah. No, he took them all out.
Dude.
He took
Like a
them
champ.
all out. His blaster even overheated, and he still took them out.
Yeah.
Like he went up to their faces. And
Yeah.
was like, "Bah!"
Throwing
And
them
then-
off the cliff and like,
And
yeah,
he
throwing them at each
literally like
other.
threw that guy
Literally.
off of the cliff.
Yeah.
Okay, what are those? I don't know.
What are those?
The guards,
Guards.
the
yeah.
Praetorian guards. So those are the ones we see in the Last Jedi in the throne room scene.
They get yeeted super easily by them, but in this case,
Yeah, in
now
this
they
ca-
look
yeah.
badass.
These are I'm guessing the first versions of them, because it's similar armor and like style, but still different, from the ones we see in the Last Jedi, but it's the same.
Are they
Different,
the
but
same
same.
guards that were in episode 3 in Palpatine's office when
And
Yoda
the same
comes
kind
in?
of thing. Those are royal guards. I don't know what. I really don't understand what the.
Is it like a
But it's
upgrade
like
from that?
it's like a pipeline, right? It
kinda-
goes
yeah,
from royal guards to
Praetorian guards, but I
Praetorian
don't think
guards.
there were Praetorian guards during the Empire. Is what I'm saying. I think those are like
their
once.
own thing.
I think those came
Undercover.
after Palpatine.
But I love that like no one thought Palpatine was back, even though there were all these things that were like just Palpatine 2.0.
yeah,
Like everywhere you look, it's Palpatine's influence.
yeah. The First Order is all Imperial Star Destroyers
Yeah.
and ATSTs
Yeah.
and AT-ATs and TIE Fighters, and Stormtroopers.
And stormtroopers, but it's
But-
definitely not Palpatine.
Definitely not Palpatine. Somehow he's back.
Anyways.
Anyway. Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, it was rough seeing him go, but
Yeah.
he died a hero. So.
Paz
Yeah.
died a hero. Fucking fat
And he
rip.
died on Mandalore.
Fat
which is,
rip
like,
to our boy. Yeah, he did.
Sad,
yeah.
but
That's pretty
but
fucking.
badass.
He died on his homeland.
yeah.
pretty
He
good.
is going to Valhalla.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
question.
He's drinking with the gods right
Pretty
now.
much.
Do we know how the Mandalorians bury their dead?
I think we do, but
Have we
I don't
seen that?
remember. Feel like we saw it in Rebels.
Do they bury them in their armor?
It might be like a pyre, kind of like a Viking's death.
That'll be interesting. I wonder if we've seen that, and maybe we'll see it in the next episode in the finale. Because I feel like, considering that they are warriors,
One sec.
the way they bury their dead must be significant, you know?
Yeah.
But
So,
I don't know. How would you even look that up?
Mandalorian death ceremony. Let's see. So this is from the Old Republic. I'm guessing this is the only place we've seen it. So it says, the Mandalorian death ceremony, Kote Kiram in Mandoa, was an event where Mandalorians honor their fallen warriors who died facing impossible odds. To ensure their warrior spirit can join their Mandalorian paragons, the body is burned on an elevated pyre.
You were right.
Clan members send shouts into the sky, bellowing war cries and retelling feats. The night becomes a celebration of drunken feasting and brawling in
So,
honor of the dead. So
literally
a Viking's funeral.
That's fucking
That's awesome.
sick.
Thus far, the only outsider to ever be given this honor was the deceased Sith Lord Darth Reyes. She single-handedly rescued a Mandalorian clan from a battalion of 20 Jedi on Dantooine. The clan were so moved by her skill and fearless in battle that they broke tradition and honored her as a fallen sister. There has been
Damn.
no other outsider given this honor since. Wow. Okay, so yeah, I guess
That's-
first
yeah,
appearance
that makes sense.
is in Old Republic, according to this. And I think it's Wikipedia, or no, the Star Wars: The Old Republic archive. But this was this is the only thing that came up.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
that's
yeah,
interesting.
pretty much
that makes
a-
sense.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but
Well, I'm sure we'll see that. I'm sure we'll get a lot of that at the end of this season.
well, yeah. How many people are gonna die? How many Mandalorians are gonna die in this fight
I
to
mean,
take
already-
back Mandalore?
Already a lot,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a lot already died.
Those
Yeah.
bombers are gonna do some damage
Yeah.
because they were barely leaving the hangar.
Oh, also, we found out that it was Moff Gideon who bombed
Yeah,
Bo
that's
Katan's
right.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were wrong. It wasn't Thrawn.
Yeah.
But we were still right that Thrawn is involved. He's
Yeah.
he's around.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Don't come at me.
Ballpark.
yeah. Indirectly.
Semantics.
It's a double, not a home run.
Gideon's working for Thrawn, so technically.
So technically,
But
no, yeah. So
yeah, that
it
was
Gideon.
sad, but
And Gideon a big plot point here is Gideon was hiding out on Mandalore.
Oh yeah.
His base is on
Yeah,
Mandalore.
that was crazy.
That threw me the fuck off completely.
Yeah. We were confused at first. We're like, wait, what's going on?
Yeah, at first I thought he was like on a ship
Mm-hmm.
when he was talking to the council of the warlords. And then when the Mandalorians are going through Mandalore and in that like base, I was like, it looked familiar, but I was like, no, but it can't be where Gideon is because he was in a ship.
Yeah.
And I just assumed that he was on a ship. But that was crazy. Seeing like those new troopers come out and facing them.
Also, the moment where Gideon is like being a total dick and being like, thanks to all the Beskar alloy that we stole from your
Oh my
rich
God.
planet.
Yeah.
We made these super cool suits. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck this guy. Like,
Yeah.
he was just like really rubbing it in their face.
Oh, he was. He definitely was. No, yeah. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens. I don't know. I feel like I'm still gonna stick to our theories that we were talking about last week. I still think there's gonna be some sort of tragedy that befalls Bo.
Yeah.
I don't think she'll die. It's possible.
Comatose.
I think she could die.
Yeah.
I think we spent so
Yeah.
much time with her this season. Her character has come full circle.
Yeah. It really. She really
Like,
she got the tech.
I don't want her to die, but
No,
with
me
what they
neither.
did with Tech in Bad Batch, I'm like, you kind of given her the same treatment.
has. Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah. No, yeah, we definitely will.
Because I feel like Din is gonna end up with the Darksaber, and it's
I
like,
think so too.
how does he end up
I-
with it if Bo isn't dead? Unless Bo's like, here, you can have it now.
Yeah.
We're changing the rules of how the Darksaber
Mm-hmm.
works.
No, I
You
don't.
know-
That's not gonna happen at all.
Yeah, yeah.
I think something is gonna happen. Maybe even when Thrawn shows up at the end, he shows up. He shows up with he shows up and immediately there's like an orbital bombardment
Ooh.
or something like that, and Bo just gets throttled.
Yeah.
And Din could then and there, like, that's where he picks up the Darksaber.
Because she's technically defeated by.
Well, no, she can't fight.
Thrawn.
It has nothing to do with, oh, she's defeated, now I can pick it up. It's she can't fight, she's fucked up, I'm picking
But then
it
does
up.
that make it his?
Well, yes.
'Cause, like,
she
the-
can't keep fighting.
Technically, yeah. That's
the yielding.
exactly.
I
what
mean the
we're-
technicality. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. But that is
Okay.
when I see her, like, like looking up, like seeing what's going on, seeing him with the Darksaber and charging into battle with the with the rest of the Mandalorians that are not fucked up,
Yeah.
or
Okay,
whatever happens. I don't know.
My thing is, there are so many Mandalorians that were not there. Like,
Oh, they were all in
Boba
orbit?
Fett.
Oh,
Like,
Boba Fett.
where is he? Is he just on
Sabine.
vacation?
Well, no, Boba's on Tatooine. What do you mean?
Okay, but like, why is he not getting involved? Unless
he
in the
sh-
last episode, he like swoops in.
Well, because right now, Din understands he has his own responsibilities. He has his own shit that he's taking care of.
Yeah.
Din has not called to Boba Fett saying, "Hey,
backup
we need
or
help."
some shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still possible he could show up.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't. He's just like, I picked up we intercepted this
Well,
transmission.
I feel like all the Mandalorians have to know what's going on. Like, there has to be whispers and
Because
like,
again, we still
you know.
haven't gotten that cameo, right?
I'm sure it's gonna be in the
Yeah.
finale. Like,
Yeah.
there's got to be some.
No, yeah, but
big-
I mean, it's not Gideon, right? Like, that's
No,
what I mean, it's not-
no.
okay.
No. It's definitely gonna be either Thrawn, which is like, yes, it's cool that we're seeing him, but
Hurley, yeah.
we're just seeing him early. We know he's coming, or it could be someone we don't even see coming.
Ahsoka?
like
like-
New Republic.
Like, no, not Ahsoka, because she could still show up, but I don't see that being one of those cameos where it's like, oh shit,
Because
she's
fought
here.
alongside
Yeah.
Bo, and she could help her, like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
go for her.
yes, I'm saying she can still show up,
Okay.
but I don't think that's gonna be the one where it's like, oh shit, she's here. Like
Yeah.
Luke.
Yeah.
That's not gonna trigger a Luke reaction.
Yeah.
Right?
So,
It could be someone like Han and Chewie.
Yeah.
It could be someone like Lando.
Do you
know,
think
or
Leia could get involved?
It's possible.
Or is she kind
but
of
Leia-
removed from the action?
She's kind of not on the front lines anymore. She
Yeah.
was before because she had to be.
Yeah.
Because, like, she was it. Like,
Yeah.
it was the rebellion and her.
Her and Mon Mothma.
And Mon Mothma and Luke, you know?
Yeah.
So, but now it's like she's swamped with New
Paperwork.
Republic bullshit, right?
Yeah.
So I don't see Leia, showing up unless they want to give us a fucking Jedi Leia
I
arc,
would fucking... I'd be on the floor.
where like yes, we
oh my
said that
God.
she kind of only trained and then once she was finished training, she stopped, but she actually continued for a bit,
Yeah.
and this is what we could see. So
Dude.
Leia gets her own hallway scene. I would throw up.
Oh my God.
I would throw up.
I would
like everywhere.
literally... Yeah, no.
That's possible. Who
Yeah.
knows? Because they've retconned shit before, like minor shit, like well, he said this. Well, yeah, but
And it doesn't mean... Like, people have to remember, too, like, characters can say things that are not true.
yeah,
or
they're not accurate.
fully true.
They're not
yeah.
accurate. Not
like-
necessarily not true, but not accurate.
Yeah, and like when she was talking about it, she could have been generalizing, like, yeah, there were a few moments that I took up my lightsaber again, but overall, I stepped away from
Yeah.
the Jedi. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I don't think that means that we wouldn't ever see Leia
No. So
with
it's
a saber.
possible. It's
Yeah.
very possible that it could even be fucking Luke and Leia. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
possible.
Okay, but the
Anything
way that
is
they were
possible.
talking, like, I think it was John who was saying that there's a Luke level cameo in season 3.
Someone was saying
It was
that.
either John or Dave, but I think it was John. So I'm like, who is as big or bigger than Luke? Leia.
Leia.
Like, yeah. So I don't know. I hope.
I hope. But I mean, again, there's
it's Starkiller.
Oh my god.
there's so many characters.
It's Darth Vader.
Yes, it's Darth Vader, according to Silva. Or the Emperor.
Could be the Emperor.
Could be an Emperor.
His little like embryo self, like
his
in his test tube.
Like fetus Voldemort,
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait.
God.
but Palpatine.
You kind of said that as a joke, but it kind of might happen.
If it happens.
Like he's in like a little like stroller, and you like push
Ugh,
him around, and he's
Jesus.
just like bobbing in there, like.
He's
Thrawn's pushing it around.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Oh my god.
I don't want to see that.
God. That literally like made my skin crawl.
Yeah. That was the
Oh.
wrong button, but hey.
I lied.
I lied.
I lied.
Also, the episode was like almost twice as long as usual episodes, so
Yeah.
that was,
Yeah, it was 53
awesome. It
minutes.
felt like a little movie.
That was good shit. That was some
Yeah.
good shit. Keep it coming.
Yeah.
Keep it coming.
They
with
should
the,
all be that long.
with the long ass episodes. All right. So, anything else to say about Mando?
I think
No,
that's
we
it.
got
I'm
everything.
I mean,
I'm so
Din-
excited for
Din
the
was
finale.
taken.
Oh yeah.
Din
Yeah.
was taken. I thought they were just gonna
Well,
yeet him
not
right there.
yet. Bo could save him because it was like in the middle of the shits. It ended, so he's
Well,
being
I
taken.
think he was taken. So I mean, she could still intercept
Yes.
whenever he's
Yeah.
being taken, but I don't know. I think that we're gonna start the next episode with the Mandalorian fleet completely overwhelmed by the Imperial Remnant fleet.
Yeah.
And then with
which
the
is gonna
cameo
be
swooping
tragic.
in and helping him.
That's where we could see the Falcon. Exactly.
Excuse me.
Pew pew.
So we'll see. I let us know who you guys think will be the Luke level cameo. Comment it below or
Yeah.
email us, whatever you
Yeah.
want. Because I'm sure we're gonna see something crazy in
Yeah.
the finale.
Yeah.
But all right, I think it's time to move on. There was a lot of stuff to cover from Star Wars Celebration. All right, we got a ton of announcements, a ton of new exciting things coming to Star Wars. A lot of EU making its way into canon.
Yeah.
A lot of they announced new eras to the Star Wars timeline. So let's put this up on the screen. So this was revealed on the first day of Celebration, and this is the complete timeline of the Star Wars galaxy now in canon.
Yeah.
And this is super exciting because if you're an EU fan or you read any EU material, you will know that there were always, in the front page of the comic or in any novel, you would always see the timelines. And you could see the different eras. And a lot of these are going to be looking very familiar if you are one of those people.
Yeah.
But if not, we're here to explain it, right?
Yeah.
So for those of you listening, this is the new canon timeline starting with the Dawn of the Jedi era, which is set 25,000 years before A New Hope.
Yeah.
So that is super, super exciting. That era is directly from the EU. And now, along with this announcement, they also announced that the director of Logan, so James Mangold, is going to be the one making a movie set in this era.
Yeah.
So in this new
So cool.
in
It's
Dawn
gonna
of the
be
Jedi.
gritty and
So
good.
I actually saved some little thing where he talks about it. So
Oh, cool.
I guess there's no audio, but yeah, listen to this. Oh my God.
Episode 4. And you're hearing it takes place 25,000 years before Episode 4, and it's about, I mean, what I said. It's about the discovery of the Force. It's a kind of, I told Kathy I wanted to make a kind of Bible movie, a kind of 10 Commandments of Star Wars, kind of a Cecil B. DeMille film about the arrival of the Force, and so that's what I've been pecking away at when between press events and but that's kind of the idea, is just kind of a movie that both connects to the world we know, but is also far enough away from it that I think there's a lot of opportunities to tell a story freely. Also, and not be so incredibly tied in knots by all the different story strands that have already been set in place. You're hearing it.
Yeah.
So that already is super
I love
exciting.
the confidence and body language he has. You know, like he was so confident throughout the whole statement.
Oh yeah. He
Yeah.
knows what he's
Hands
doing.
in his pockets. I got this shit. Like,
Yeah.
don't correct me.
He knows what he's there to do.
Yeah.
He knows the purpose of his film, exactly the story he wants to tell. And let me just say, I think this is what I'm most excited for after Celebration.
Really?
Honestly, nothing else excited me as much as this did.
Okay.
Because the Dawn of the Jedi comics, some of my favorite that from Legends, from the EU, absolutely love those stories, because it's such a unique side of the galaxy, an era that it's like he said, it's the beginning.
Yeah.
It's the very beginning of the Jedi, of the understanding of the Force that comes from not. So, the Jedi were formed actually pretty far into the galaxy's lifetime. What came before them were actually the Rakatan Empire, the Rakatan Infinite Empire. So that race was very powerful in the Force. And they were actually name dropped in, I think it was Andor, where they talk about
I think so.
Yeah, they talk about the crystal or whatever that he was wearing under his shirt.
Yeah.
It's the so they're already in canon. They're already talking about them, and they're talking about them because of this era specifically.
That's cool.
Because this is when they are taking over like the entire galaxy. They pretty much, at least in the EU, what they would do is, because they were Force sensitives, they would go around system to system looking for any Force sensitives and either killing them, enslaving them. Those two. Either killing them or
two
enslaving
options.
them, because they wanted to be the only ones with those abilities, and they only knew the dark side of the Force.
Okay.
Oh.
So they were a civilization driven by the dark side of the Force,
Oh.
and they would use other Force users that were not of their own race to, like, as they would call them Force hounds. So they would train them to seek out the systems and planets and individuals that were strong in the Force, to either kill them or enslave them.
wild.
Right?
This is prior to the whole concept of Sith, right?
Yeah, before the Sith, before the Jedi, before all of that. So in this era, we will see the very beginnings of the Jedi, of the Sith.
Okay.
And so right now, the only source material we have are there's one Dawn of the Jedi book and 3 miniseries of Dawn of the Jedi, and they're the comics and the novel. They're absolutely amazing stories. I personally like the comics a lot more because it's also very visual. You get to see a lot of things, and we've talked about it before on the show that season 2 of Mando brought us a lot of things from those comics specifically into canon.
Yeah.
Like Tython. Tython is the birthplace of the Jedi Order. And it was the Jedi Order. So it was JE''DII, I believe, is how like they would spell it. And it would translate to Mystic Center, I believe, is.
Ooh, that's
so
cool.
it was like a.
So this is gonna be an entire movie about the Force.
It's gonna be an entire movie about the Force.
That's so cool.
About the I'm sure he's gonna touch on what the Jedi are supposed to be like.
Yeah.
Because at least in the comics,
when they started out.
Yeah. So the whole reason I'm bringing up the comics and the novels is because there's no question that they are heavily pulling from these comics.
Yeah.
And from these stories.
Yeah.
Because first of all, there's no other source material. Second of all, it's literally the name.
Yeah.
It's Dawn of the Jedi.
Yeah,
They didn't just come up with that and they're like, I think that sounds cool.
Yeah.
That's literally what they're telling. With that, they're telling us, expect it.
Yeah.
This, and I'm sure there's going to be differences.
Yeah.
I don't expect to see all of the characters we see in these
like
comics.
A 1-to-1 rendition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, not at all. And if we don't, that's fine because there were so many Jedi during that point in time. I just want to. The only thing I expect to see in this, and I feel like would be a mistake not to show us, is exactly what they plan on showing us, which is the beginning of the Jedi.
Yeah.
The earliest steps in understanding the Force. And the most intriguing part of that is that the Jedi Order at that time understood, and because of the planet Tython, they understood that there needed to be a balance of light and dark, not just the light or not just the dark.
Yeah.
And there were individuals who would just go towards the dark, but they were banished or whatever,
Okay.
And that's kind of how the Sith started, pretty much. It's like the ones that wanted more, but did not agree with that, right? So those were like the early stages of Dark Jedi or the Sith.
Okay.
But the Jedi during this time, they understood that it needed to be a balance, so they would embrace both the light and the dark, and it wasn't a taboo topic to be like, I have these feelings of anger or I have these feelings of attachment. It was more like, okay, so how do you, first of all, let's understand those feelings. Second of all, how do you channel those feelings into a positive way?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
don't have those feelings.
exactly. And that's exactly why I think is going to be so amazing to finally take a deep dive into that era of understanding of the Force.
Yeah.
Right. And how, like, I'm sure we're going to see a transition of how the Jedi changed from that mindset, right? Or that understanding of it. Because by the time we see them in the prequels, that's not the case.
Yeah.
Right? That's not what they're teaching. That's not how they're doing
Yeah.
it. So I cannot wait to see the Jedi in their like purest form,
Yeah.
I guess, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so Dawn of the Jedi is going to be absolutely amazing. Definitely check that out. And James Mangold is an incredible storyteller. My God, Logan was incredible. Right?
Yeah.
That's like it's a lot of people's favorite superhero movie.
Yeah.
Period. And then along with that, we get the Old Republic announced. I don't think there was any. There weren't any projects announced for that time period. The only one we know of is the Knights of the Old Republic game that so far we've had no update about.
How much is that story getting rewritten in terms of the game? Because do you think the writers for the movie or it's gonna be a movie, right? For a series
for Knights of the Old Republic?
Old Republic in general.
No, I think it's gonna be a game. I don't think they've announced any shows or movies.
Okay, so you think either they're gonna draw inspiration from the game then, because they wouldn't want to make it.
Oh yeah. No, they're making I think if I remember correctly, when they announced it, the only thing they said was that there was only going to be minor changes to the story, but pretty much everything was going to stay the same.
Okay.
Because it's a remake, so they're remaking the story, remaking the game, and again, this is a while ago. I would have to look up the article, but from what I remember, is they said that the gameplay style was going to be a lot like Force Unleashed. So just Knights of the Old Republic, right? And obviously next gen and everything. So
Revan gonna go brrr.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is crazy. So we officially have confirmation that the timeline in canon does go as far as 25,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, with Dawn of the Jedi. Then we will be visiting the Old Republic, which is around 4,000 years before the Battle of Yavin. And then the High Republic is in like the 300 to 400 years before the Battle of Yavin. Now, here's what I find interesting is that they split the Rise of the Empire era, which is what it used to be called in the EU, into two. So now it's Fall of the Jedi, which is, I'm assuming, during the prequels.
Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, so it's like Fall of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And then Reign of the Empire is the Dark Times, so in between
Darth Vader.
episodes 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Darth Vader and everything, all that stuff before Luke.
Okay.
And then Age of Rebellion is during the original trilogy. Then New Republic is the current era that we're seeing after Palpatine.
They could write in Starkiller on there because on the second game he kind of helped start the rebellion.
Yeah. Well, they could honestly plug him into either Reign of the Empire, Age of Rebellion, or New Republic.
There's hope.
There's hope. There is hope. So yeah, New Republic is the current Mando era, and then Rise of the First Order is sequel trilogy era. Okay. And now the other exciting part is they've reintroduced the New Jedi Order era. And honestly, the only thing missing from this timeline, from what it used to be like during the EU, is the Legacy era, which is like 100 years down the line.
Even further.
Even further with like Cade
Which
Skywalker,
is now going to be Grogu.
Which is probably now going to be Grogu.
Yeah.
Exactly. So New Jedi Order era, this is going to be the where the movie, the Rey movie takes place, and where she's restarting the New Jedi Order, and pretty much Luke Skywalker's storyline from Legends, except now it's Rey.
Yeah.
Which, it's whatever, right? Like, I'm excited for it still. I mean, I think it could be...
Where's the wife?
I think it could still be very, very cool, and I really hope they decide to bring in like Force Ghost Luke, Ahsoka, Force Ghost Anakin. Like she needs to have like some sort of like mentorship. Right?
Yeah, she needs help.
She needs help.
That's a big project.
Exactly.
to take on.
And from what I remember from the sequels is she was not expressing any desires to do this.
Yeah.
And
true.
I feel like she's doing this now because it is her responsibility. You know, it's on her shoulders to continue that legacy, right? So regardless of whether or not she wants to or not, it's going to happen, right? But she definitely needs help.
Yeah.
She definitely needs help, and I think this would be a great opportunity to see like Force ghosts from the past coming to guide her, not do things for her.
Yeah.
Guide her.
Just be like,
right.
Yeah.
I think that would be really, really cool. And if Ahsoka is still alive, like we say, like imagine seeing an old, wise Ahsoka.
That'd be so cool.
You know,
yeah.
teaching her, like
Yeah.
guiding her, helping her. And she can, maybe Ahsoka is the one that can commune with the Force ghost of Anakin Skywalker and Luke Skywalker. You know what I mean?
True.
But who knows? Who knows? I still think it could be really, really cool. I don't think that we're gonna get like a trilogy or like an entire. Maybe we get an animated series in
That'd
this
be
era.
cool.
That it's we get the movie and then an animated series with Rey and Finn. Because again, I don't know if John Boyega is gonna come back.
Yeah.
That's the issue here.
Do you think
Yeah.
at some point they're gonna pull a Deadpool in terms of like we need an R-rated?
I don't think so. I think the only way they
like
would
a
do an
Sith
R-rated
movie?
movie, maybe a Sith movie,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't think they would do that with Star Wars. Maybe.
Cauterized
that would be
limbs
cool.
Flying off type of movie.
Yeah. I mean, we still get
Yeah,
limbs
we still
getting
get
cut
that.
off,
True,
but
true.
not in excess.
Yeah.
But we could see that for sure. But yeah, this I think is the biggest announcement of Celebration is this timeline, this single image,
Yeah.
right? And not a lot of people are talking about it, and this is very, very exciting. Very exciting to see these eras back in canon, these new eras finally labeled, right? Like we finally get names for these specific eras. And I can't wait. I cannot wait to explore them. I cannot wait for the stories that we're going to get in this, in the Dawn of the Jedi era, in the Old Republic era, New Jedi Order era.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be absolutely awesome. So we'll see what we get here. But not only that, we got the Ahsoka series trailer.
Yeah.
Which looked absolutely amazing. We also dissected that and our initial thoughts and our reaction in our Ahsoka reaction video. So if you want to go check that out, that is on YouTube. But you know, to kind of touch on it, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
It looks absolutely amazing. I cannot wait for Thrawn.
Yeah.
You know, the EU is really getting a lot of love, a lot of limelight in these new projects, in the entire eras being brought into canon. You know what I mean? So I can't wait. I think the Ahsoka series is going to be really, really good. Watching the trailer continues leading me to believe that we're going to see the Thrawn trilogy in live action, just with minor differences.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm really excited for that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome.
You okay?
I have a migraine, so.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Ahsoka is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Can't wait for the future projects. It's gonna be insane.
It's just.
And some technically another prediction you guys got right in our beginning episodes of the podcast is like, they just need to blend in.
Yeah.
EU
Bring
and
everything
canon,
together.
and they need to restructure back.
Yeah. There you go. That's exactly what they needed to do, and they're doing it.
Yeah.
Because there is source material.
Yeah.
There's a ton of source material.
Yeah.
So, and it's not just like suggestions. It's like these stories are here laid out for you. You don't need to copy them completely.
Yeah.
But, you know, I want to see the Rakatan Empire. I want to see the Dawn of the Jedi. I want to see the New Jedi Order. And we're finally getting those things. And I'm so excited. So,
yeah.
I don't think we got a date for the Dawn of the Jedi movie, but I'm guessing
I don't think so.
around
Star Wars Celebration 2024.
I think the Rey
2025.
movie's coming out 2025.
like December 2025. So what that could even be pushed back.
Yeah.
So
True.
we'll see what happens because they're just now announcing it. I don't think they've started any production on it. So yet again, they're giving themselves 2 years to make a movie.
Well, almost a year and a half.
So yeah.
It's already April.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a lot of time for a Star Wars movie.
No.
So I don't think, I honestly would love to. I don't mind waiting 3 to 5 years.
Yeah. Take your time.
Take your time.
Do what you need to do.
But I don't know. I never get into this shit with like the Kathleen Kennedy rumors or anything like that because it doesn't matter, right? And honestly, there's so much like just false information surrounding that.
Yeah.
But one of the things I heard was that she's expected to release a movie by 2025.
Yeah.
So if their projected date is December 2025 and this gets pushed back, like what's going to happen? Is she going to get in trouble or is she going to get, shit on for that? Like,
yeah.
Because and not that she needs to, but she's the president of Lucasfilm. Like it's on her shoulders.
And like,
so it's
from like a business standpoint, like there's quotas,
there's quotas, exactly.
Timelines, there's investors that are
especially
want
with
their
Disney.
money back.
Ooh.
Especially with Disney.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that I feel like
wants its cheese.
Yeah.
exactly. He does. So that's one of the things that I'm worried for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, it feels like you're not really giving yourself enough time here. Unless I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they've already been working on this project for a while.
Yeah.
And they're just now announcing it, but which I hope is the case.
Yeah.
But still, 2 years is not enough time for a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Especially if it's going to be for lack of better words, episode 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of where they went wrong the first time, was like, give yourself time for these.
Yeah.
Also, can we talk about Visions?
Oh yeah, Visions looks absolutely amazing.
I cried
God.
watching the trailer.
Yeah.
It looks so
Yeah, Bella
good.
cried.
beautiful.
It does look amazing. The art style in each of the shorts looks awesome. I'm super excited. Like the each story looks very unique.
And it gains new followings because I have a coworker. He's anime buff, just anime in general, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I know what it is. Just like me and 80s movies. Like, I know pop culture, but haven't seen Jack.
Yeah.
Same him with Star Wars. If you name a character,
Okay.
a main character, like, okay, I can put a face
Yeah.
to whatever you're telling me, but I haven't seen any movies type of thing. He's seen some Mando episodes here and there because his wife watches them.
Yeah.
So what I did is like, let me show him episode 1 of Visions.
Oh, okay.
So he watched
Which is like
it,
the
and he was
coolest
like,
one.
show me episode 2, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, we were all thinking the same thing, bro.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, but he's like, he loved it. He like literally in one day, he came in today. He's like, dude, I watched all the Visions.
Oh,
It's all
that's
pretty
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
And he was asking a bunch of questions. Worst person to ask.
Yeah. He's
But-
like, yeah. So I think Darth Vader was like. In that.
Oh my god.
No, that's cool though. Yeah, it's
awesome.
definitely it's bringing a
Yeah.
lot of new audiences to Star
Yeah.
Wars. And when in the comments section for our Visions reaction video, I think in that video we're talking about like, I don't know why not a lot of people really talked about Visions season 1 like immediately after.
Yeah, it
like
was so cool.
it was very short lived, right?
Yeah.
And he brought up this one this one viewer and commented, and they brought up a good point, saying that like you don't need to put this on the screen. I'll just read it. Let me just find it. But pretty much what he was saying is like, it's because it's all anime, and anime is still relatively like niche. It's still like a very niche.
Officially, the last.
Jesus, sorry. It's still a very niche thing, especially in North America. So yeah, let me just read it. So he goes, great reaction. I think the reason that Visions season 1 is so underrated is because anime is such a niche thing here in North America. Despite the fact that 90s and early 2000s kids grew up on Sailor Moon, Pokemon, Digimon, Dragon Ball Z, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of that, the more mainstream viewers weren't interested in it, unless they happened to also be into anime. Volume 2 might be a bit bigger hit since it's animation styles that more mainstream / general audience viewers would be more familiar with, similar to what happened with the Clone Wars back in 2008 and Rebels in 2014.
Yeah.
And I didn't even think about that. I responded and said, thanks. Yeah, I think you've got a good point. Anime in general is still relatively niche in North America. I guess I was just thinking of it in terms of it's Star Wars. Why wouldn't you watch it? But yeah, that makes sense. I think Volume 2 will definitely reach a wider audience. Hopefully that leads people to watch Volume 1, 2, if they hadn't already.
Yeah.
But yeah, I it makes sense, and I think he's right about Volume 2 probably even being more popular. Not more popular, but more people will watch it because it's not necessarily just anime.
Yeah.
You know, it's animated, and there's stop motion, and there's different kinds of animations, and that first one we see in the trailer. But yeah, then someone else was also pointing out that the first episode, or the first short that we see in the trailer, is very reminiscent of like Into the Spider-Verse because of the colors and like the way they do like the brush strokes with the lightsaber swings that you pointed out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of color and a lot of like, it's very artistic in the way, like the animation style itself.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to bring in a much wider audience as opposed to season 1, where it was just anime, which was awesome, especially for anime fans and or any, you know, even if you weren't an anime fan but you watched it because you love Star Wars, it's like it was still really cool.
Yeah.
But this the commenter here was right in talking about how not everybody is into anime, and that is a big reason why they didn't watch it.
Yeah.
So I think I agree. I think it's definitely going to be a much better received, and I feel like that's going to lead people to watching Volume 1.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
There's even something like a claymation, right? Like I saw something.
Yeah, there's like the same people that did Wallace and Gromit.
I'm so excited for that one. That one looks very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the first season was like almost every episode was pretty serious.
Yeah.
Which is fine. That's like, those are the stories they wanted to tell. But I think the second season will have a good mix of serious and silly stories.
Oh yeah, it will. It's I'm really excited for it. I think they also have a very wide variety of like countries.
Oh yeah.
You know, working on these shorts. So it's like before it was in Volume 1, it was all Japanese studios. And this time there's one from India, there's one from South Africa, so like there's a lot of different cultures from
really
around the
cool.
world that are getting to write their own Star Wars stories, and kind of not, you know, and from what I've seen, it's not necessarily like, oh, it's all, you know, Indian but in Star Wars, but what they're doing is, it looks very beautiful because they're bringing in influences from their culture and putting it in Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know, and that, like, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks so I think the one from the Indian studio stood out to me the most.
Yeah.
I'm most excited to see that one because the Jedi that we see, she's like dual wielding, the robes that she's wearing, and like the veil that she's wearing, the colors, the style, just beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I think what's so special about that too is it speaks so much to how Star Wars is a universal story.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it doesn't matter where you're from. There are truths in Star Wars and themes and certain things that every culture can relate to. Yeah. And I love that this series is going to do that, but from different points of view. I think that's really, really cool.
Yeah. No, I think that's really cool too. We've never had something like that.
Yeah.
We've never had different cultures bring in their influence like that and widen the galaxy even further
Yeah.
than it already is.
And it's very Star Wars.
It's very Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's like, it makes it just that more rich,
Yeah,
in
definitely.
in what we see in the galaxy. So I'm very, very excited for Visions Volume 2. And we get that on May 4th. So that's
it's like
freaking exciting.
less
That's
than a month away.
Less than a month away. It's going to be super, super exciting.
Can't wait to binge that.
Yeah, we'll definitely binge that and talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, we also, like we said, we got official teaser trailers for The Acolyte. We got some for Skeleton Crew, Andor, and Bad Batch, but we did not get those officially.
Yeah.
Those leaked. So we're just going to have to wait for those. Those were only shown at Celebration.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. And we did get this very heartwarming moment from Celebration.
I can't tell you how much this means to me. I get to be here with all of you and, see all the love that you have for this franchise and and to see all the incredible costumes and it's a very unique thing that we all get to be a part of and I'm very grateful for that.
No, he's crying.
Yeah.
Aww.
He deserves all the
Now I
love.
have to ask you
Yeah,
a hard-hitting.
I mean, this I can't tell you
That's
how much
awesome.
this means
Yeah.
to me.
He deserves all the love.
He does. He really does. But I mean, there was a lot that was talked about in Celebration. Is there something that you wanted to... I feel like I missed a lot.
Dave Filoni is getting his own movie?
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Oh my God, that's right. So Mando era film. That's right.
Yes.
So Dave Filoni's getting his own film. That's pretty much going to be the culmination of all these live action shows like The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Skeleton Crew, all leading up to this this big movie event.
Kind of like an end game.
Kind of like an Endgame.
So you think it's gonna be that movie where they defeat Thrawn? Type of thing?
Probably. That's probably going to be the
Yeah.
The ultimate
climactic.
team up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like it's the okay, not Endgame, Avengers.
Yeah.
Like you saw
Yeah.
all the movies.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
And then Avengers.
Exactly. The
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
Avengers, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
And that's where I could definitely see Luke coming. Possible Jedi Leia entrance. Ahsoka. Boba Fett coming back. So like all the
Yeah.
things that we're kind of expecting in season 3 and then the finale, which now feels like would be a lot to fit in one final episode.
Yeah.
That's probably where we're going to get it, is in this film.
Probably.
And let's just say a huge congratulations to Dave Filoni
Yeah.
for
This
the
is
what
huge.
such a momentous achievement.
Yeah.
He went from storyboard artist to writing and directing his own film, his own Star Wars film.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
And we thought it was crazy that his original character Ahsoka was getting her own show.
Yeah.
Now he's getting his own movie,
Yeah.
which I'm sure she's going to be a big part of.
Yeah. It's
So
so cool. I'm
the-
so happy for him.
Super, super happy for him. Thank you so much, Dave, for all of the love and all of the amazing stories you've given us throughout the years.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for your debut.
The circle is now complete.
Yeah, exactly. He is now the master.
Ooh.
Yeah. His master was George Lucas,
Yeah.
the filmmaker.
Yeah.
And he's now achieved the same rank.
It's so cool.
It's pretty cool.
I'm so happy.
Anakin's jealous.
Anakin is jealous.
What the heck? It's outrageous. It's unfair.
Yeah. So that's going to be very, very exciting. So we got 3 new films announced. It was the Dawn of the Jedi film, the Mando era film, and the Rey New Jedi Order film. So that's going to be so, so exciting. 3 amazing eras to be tapping into.
Yeah.
And getting stories from But we also got Tales of the Jedi season 2
Oh
announced.
yeah.
Totally fucking forgot about that.
Yeah.
Tales of the Jedi is also coming back. I don't think we got a trailer or a date or anything like that.
I don't think so.
But we did get an official announcement that is coming as well. So that is super exciting.
There's so much information. It's
So
hard
much. So much.
to keep track of it all.
We also got Sabine in her armor. This is leaked from the trailer that we didn't get to see, but
I haven't
this is
even
too
seen
cool.
this.
This was too cool not to show.
That's awesome.
But yeah, she looks awesome. Her armor looks incredibly cool in live action. Gotta make a pin of that. Jesus. That's so cool. Can't wait to see her. And her hair looks cut here. So maybe this could even be a flashback or flash forward. Maybe she cuts her hair, puts her armor back on. Who knows?
Yeah. She
Oh,
looks
yeah.
awesome.
Super, super exciting. There was a lot to talk about from each trailer, but that's going to keep us here for another 2 hours. And then one quick other thing is there's been a lot of talk regarding the off-red orange lightsabers that we saw
Made it a
in
little
the
bit-
Ahsoka series.
Oh yeah.
And Dave gives us an actual explanation.
More orange. That's really good eye. You're the first person to catch that. That was very intentional. I didn't make them like just a stark red. I remember as a kid that Vader's lightsaber kind of fluctuated from visual effects to visual effects being a little bit more orange. I didn't want it to go like straight up orange, but it's identifying a little bit of something maybe to kids that they might not straight up be what you think they are in the beginning. Made it a little bit more orange. That's
Yeah.
Cool. We were talking about that, I think, in the last episode.
Yeah, I think it was in the reaction video.
Oh, in the reaction video.
So yeah, a lot of people are speculating, of course, but all that tells me is that they are most likely Dark Jedi. They're not Sith, they're not Jedi, but they're those could even be synthetic crystals like they were in the original EU.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So they could be synthetic crystals, or they could just have bled their crystals, but not properly the way a Sith Lord knows how to do it.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
That'd be cool.
So all it is it further is strengthening our theory that could be the live action versions of Joruus and Mara,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So they are Dark Jedi trying to rebuild the Order, but in their image, because they did not agree with the Jedi Order from the prequel era, right? And they're trying to do it their way, right? So I'm excited for that. I'm very, very excited for the Ahsoka series. Thrawn, all of the influences that we're getting from the EU, the Heir to the Empire name drop.
Yeah, so cool.
Super, super cool. But yeah, I mean that's as much as I got from Celebration. There was a lot of things announced, a lot of things to talk about. What did you send here?
Just other stuff. It's fine. We don't have to
Okay.
talk about it.
All right. Well, did you have anything else?
No,
You,
pretty much it.
I think you're tapped out, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the best.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll call it a day. But yeah. All right. Well, there's a lot of exciting things to look forward to.
Yeah.
We've got Visions coming up next month
Yes.
in a few weeks, actually.
Yeah.
So that's going to be very exciting. So stay tuned for that. And we also got Ahsoka coming in August,
Yeah.
which is going to be amazing.
And then
but
I think Tales of the Jedi is this year too.
I think Tales of the Jedi.
I don't think we got a date. But...
Skeleton Crew is apparently like later this year.
Oh.
Like late 2023 is what I think they said.
Oh snap! So we got a lot of Star Wars
We've
coming.
got a lot of Star Wars coming.
Okay.
And finale of season 3 of Mando.
Plus the game to keep us busy in between.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Survivor coming as well. In what, like a week or two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be So we've got season finale of Mando next week. Jedi Survivor coming right after. Vision season 2, Ahsoka skeleton crew, my God,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot. So super exciting. Thank you guys for joining us on another episode of the Punch and Chewie podcast.
Thank you.
There was a lot to talk about,
Yeah.
so I hope we covered it all. If we didn't, or if there's something that you guys want us to talk about, please feel free to comment down below or shoot us an email with anything you'd like us to cover, and we're happy to do so.
Yeah.
But all right, please rate, review, subscribe. That helps us a ton, you guys. So please do so. And we've gotten a lot of new listeners this past month.
Yeah.
So thank you and welcome everybody to the show. We hope you're enjoying it so far. And once again, we truly value your feedback. So please rate, review, subscribe, or just shoot us an email. Let us know how you enjoy the show, or how you're enjoying The Mandalorian and all the new Star Wars projects that we're getting, because there's a lot of fun Star Wars coming our way.
Yeah.
And but yeah, thank you so much, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.